This show is gonna be about stuff that you talk about in your house that they refuse to talk about at church. They refuse to have open dialogue about. We are talking about everything.
We talk about church hurt, but we don't realize that we bring the world hurt that we experienced before church into the church. I don't know. There was not a person, not even Jesus, was immune to being hurt.
I was just trying to work, and that's how I wanted to deal with the hurt in the relationship. And so I ended up hurting myself. You remember my right lung thinking I'm doing something to avoid arguments or avoid something, and I ended up hurting myself trying to avoid something. And so typically we society don't allow you to be emotional. Your homeboys don't allow you to be emotional.
Hello. We here. It's Friday night.
It's Friday.
Welcome everybody to Friday Night Live. This is not Friday Night Live. This is the conversation.
That's what it is. Come on, Aaron.
This is the conversation. We are here to have a good, juicy, good old round table discussion with your family. This is what we do on Friday nights. Every other Friday night, we are here talking about what we talk about, okay? What you talk about in your house is what we talk about here on the conversation. Come on. Thank God for my co-host tonight, the beautiful Shalita Robinson.
Hi, everybody. We're excited tonight.
Yes, and the handsome Michael Cleveland, aka Dirty Old Man. There you go. Oh my goodness. So, I was excited about this show. I just think this just finna go. This is just about to go. Ain't no telling where we going.
It's about to go down in the DM.
Ain't no telling where we going.
I don't even know where this is gonna go. This finna be good though. So this show right here is complicated. And we are talking about all things relationships or not, single, you're being, I ain't even gonna say satisfied in your singleness. That's just the journey of being single, the journey of being married, how we got there, what we did, setting standards in our singleness and in our marriage, creating rules for our marriages. And then we got on here how to detect gold diggers. Do gold diggers still exist?
Yes.
What they call now? Because I don't hear gold diggers.
Crumb snatchers.
They trying to snatch the crumbs off your plate, Mike.
Baby, they want more than crumbs. They leave you with crumbs. They want the whole lobster, baby. You just get the butter. You just get the butter that dripped out from the lobster. They want the whole lobster, honey. Ain't no crumbs.
The whole thing. Y'all, we need to share out this live. Hold on. We need to share out our show. Let me see. Let's do some sharing. If you are in the audience, please share us out. Let's get some eyes on here.
Yes.
Okay. Did y'all get the notification?
I got it.
It just popped up on mine.
You got it, Mike? Okay, cool. So, let's go. So we're going to start off by talking about singleness. Mike, I want you to kind of lead this segment out. Tell about what you told us about your baby girl, and then we just going to go from there.
Okay. So I had my daughter is 16 years old. So she lives with her mom mainly. I'm parent B according to the documents. Anyway,
Good.
the
Parent B.
non-custodial parent, you know.
Yeah.
But anyway,
The other.
absolutely spend all the time with my baby anyway, regardless
Yeah.
of paperwork. But anyway, I had a conversation with my daughter, so she's been out on dates. I've seen her buy gifts and all of this stuff, and so it made me ask the question. So at what point do you stop paying, buying guys, these little boys gifts, and like when y'all go out, do you pay? Do he pay? She said that she would pay until he could. And so it made me think, so this little boy, my daughter is probably training this little boy how to just keep on taking according to her standards. And so I told her, what I'm doing for her is trying to help her create a standard. So I go, she stands at the door until I open the door. She stands at the car until I open the door. The ticket comes to me. I'm taking my daughter out. The ticket comes to me. I ask my daughter what she wants. I'm creating the standard for my daughter because after that conversation, I realized my daughter just, I think this is not all, but the way society is, you know, it's take. And so I'm trying to create a standard and help my daughter because our young ladies need help. And so I believe it's my goal to at least help my daughter on the woman's side. I want her to be able, if he can't buy her lobster tail, buy your own lobster tail and another one if you want it.
Okay.
So you don't have to wait on somebody. You don't have to wait on somebody to only eat a lobster tail if they buy it. Work hard and buy a lobster tail, but don't be so hard, because that's the one thing I personally don't like. Don't be so hard where you say, I don't need y'all. I can do this on my own. Be hard, but be soft at the same time. So you can allow a man to buy your lobster tail. And I'm just using lobster tail. You can allow a man to buy your lobster tail, but don't be sitting at the house eating hot dogs when you can buy your own lobster tail. So I'm helping my daughter at the time to create a standard for herself because she deserves nothing but the best because I'm giving her the best. Don't allow no little nappy head boy to come in and allow you to keep just buying him Chick-fil-A, you know.
Just because.
You eat lobster when you with me. Y'all eating Chick-fil-A. So
wow.
Where
do you think she got? Because they kind of formed their own version of what they think it's supposed to look like. Where do you think she got that from to just keep just keep buying?
I'm gonna blame this on myself because of our situation. So I'm not in the house, and I'm not saying that custodial, non-custodial parents, you know, I'm not suggesting none of that. But if I was there so she can see me doing this for her mom, I think that would have helped. Not that that's the ultimate solution for all, but I actually think that would have helped because when I was married, what her mom used to do for me as a little elementary school girl, I would come in the house and my daughter would want to take my shoes off. My daughter would want to sit down with me because that's what she saw her mama doing. And she would want to make up my plate. She emulated her mama. Now I'm not around. I'm around, but I'm not in the house so she can see that interaction with me and her mom. And so I just think it's the absence in that sense. Absence where she don't see that interaction. Now she see her dad talking, going, mama, talk. So that's the interaction she see right now. And so it can be successful, but this is what she sees right now. So I definitely put that on mom and daddy the way she thinks.
You know what too though? I applaud you, Mike, because you are present and you caught that. Yeah. However you caught that and you checked it right then. You know what I'm saying? That is a present parent, even with a situation that's different. You know what I'm saying? Even you're not just gonna, you ain't like in this bitter zone to where you just gonna not be present even in the situation. You know what I'm saying? The way the situation has to be right now, you still present. And thank God for Jesus that you caught that and you were able to deal with it.
Yeah,
right?
and Shalita need to say something right there.
Come on, doctor.
We mimic. We learn from the time that you come into this earth, you mimic that person or those people, your parents. We mimic behavior. That's how we learn, starting out. And those foundational things come from home. They come from home. And I give you kudos, Mike, because you realize that, you know what, this is what, as a parent, I'm supposed to be teaching, not society, not her peers. When she gets older, the peers usually teach, they kind of reiterate that good and bad that we've already taught them. Like, oh, girl, boy, you shouldn't do X, Y, and Z. Or no, that's wrong. That's what peers is. They should kind of like reiterate what's already taught.
Yeah.
But when we allow society or our peers to dictate when it's not learned at home, then our peers have the tendency, we have a tendency, our youth have the tendency of learning those things from their peers who have not been taught themselves. So therefore, they have to make their own rules or make it up as they go. So kudos to you, Mike, for saying, you know what, this is something I should have taught. This is a foundation that I should have put in there. Many times when we see youth that is going complete opposite, and I said many times, I'm not all the time, because sometimes you have two great parents in the house and that you just decide, I'm gonna do what I want to do when I want to do it and how I want to do it, and deuces to anybody that got something to say about it. You just have those, you just have those, and there's a road that they have to go down. But for the most part, when our youth, when we impart, when we have parents that impart those things, it just get reiterated by our peers and say, girl, you should not be paying for everything. And it comes back, you know what? My dad or my mom told me, but when they get to a certain age, they think, y'all don't know nothing.
Right.
Okay. Until they hear it from the outside. So kudos to you, Mike, for saying, you know what? This is a lesson that I need to be teaching her. And we're gonna reprogram whatever that's programmed in there. We're gonna reprogram it, especially for our young ladies and our young men. Our young men, that's a whole can of worms. But our young ladies, they are vulnerable. If we're honest, women are vulnerable in society, in the world. They're vulnerable. They've been vulnerable since the beginning of time. When Satan didn't go after Adam, he went after Eve because he knew that Eve was vulnerable. So women are still vulnerable in today's society. It doesn't matter how we equal and we this and we that. You're still in today's society. It doesn't matter how rough and how not rough, but how much you build up yourself and how much confidence or independence you're still vulnerable in today's society. And that's just what it is. So teaching women how to be independent in their vulnerability is so important. And that comes from a male's perspective. People say we don't need a man. Yeah, you do. Yeah. Because there are some things that father can input that mama can't input. It's just like the son. There's some things that daddy can tell that son that mama can't, and there's another side that mama can tell that son. I can tell you how a lady wants to be treated. A woman can tell a son, this is how a lady wants to be treated. Because I'm a woman. I know how women want to be treated. So both parents are necessary, or have. I always suggest, if you're not in the house, be present still.
Right.
Let your words, if it's a phone call, if it's over chat, if it's however, be present still.
Yeah.
Even if you're not in the house, still be present. Let your words still radiate in the hearts and the minds of your children. So kudos to you, Mike. Kudos.
Yes, we love it.
Kudos.
Good
Yeah.
daddy. Good daddy. Absolutely love it, man. That was
You
amazing.
get lobster tail for that.
Yeah, for sure.
I said this. This is just a saying God had revealed to me doing. It was actually when I was married at the time, and so I took it to heart, and then everything happened, and so it's just something that stuck with me. But it's my seed, my responsibility. So while I was reading the book of Genesis, and they talked about the whole, not cycle, but like each stage of man.
Yeah.
God just showed me this was my seed that He gave me. So
Yeah.
I was supplied the seed, and then I gave the seed to my wife. My wife incubated the seed, and I never found in the scripture when I was studying that it was her responsibility. If originally it was my seed,
Wow.
originally it's my seed, and God never said that it was the woman's responsibility. That means the only thing she was responsible for was carrying my seed. Give me my seed back, and I'm responsible. So I take that to heart. And so I go hard for my kids only because of that conviction that God showed me years ago, that it's my seed and it's my responsibility. And it don't stop when they leave the house or when they're 18. It's still my seed. So when they grown, it's still my seed. I just have to be wise how I help them along the way. But no matter what, it's yes, man. That's the word. That's the word.
Cultivate that seed. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I said every time we do this show, you take us to church, man.
I'm sorry.
It is
Cultivate your seed. Come on now. Come on.
Your seed, your responsibility.
Yeah.
It's on me,
I
and
love
it's
it.
not base. Child support come out automatic. The government ain't playing, so that comes out of the check. It's still my seed, and that don't mean that that's the only thing I gotta do. It's still my seed. You stay with your mama, I still gotta make sure. I drop De'Ara, she's 16. I drop my daughter off at school.
Wow.
I go and pick my daughter up from my mama house. I still do all of those things. I still make sure she have whatever. I keep women stuff in my car for my daughter. I keep Midol. I keep Midol in the car. I keep supplies in the car. I keep that in my car for my daughter. I need to make sure she ready. She prepared. You know what I'm saying? This is my responsibility. That girl is mine. You know?
Man.
That is it. Cultivate that seed.
I love that. More men need to hear that right there. That is, I'm telling Ken, you got to be on Men's Monday. Y'all got to talk about this right here. Y'all got to go in depth about this from a male's perspective, because men, and I know this ain't what I show about, but I said we was just going to go.
We just go.
Men don't do this. Where they do this at?
Yep.
That's amazing, Mike. I absolutely love it.
Yes.
So amazing. You are planting seeds in that girl that she ain't gonna be able to come back from that. That is gonna be in her, and it is gonna take her far, man. That's amazing, Mike. You gotta spread that.
That's my prayer.
That is it. Because you know what happens in much of society is the woman has it, she nurture it, which that's a part of our journey. You know, we've been given the supplies to nurture what we carry.
Right.
But she has to cultivate it too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, your mama do this. Oh, your mama did you ask your mama? Did mama do this? Did mama drop you off? Did mama do this? And did mama did it? Did mama sign you up for this? Did mama? And it's like, oh, daddy just provided the paycheck.
Ooh.
That's
society.
That has never been my, I said, when I do, if I was to ever, when I got married, we had a 15, well, he wasn't 15, we have a son. And I tell my husband, you tag, you it.
Over it. my goodness.
Tag, you it.
Wow.
I'm gonna go and tag you in. I'm gonna go sit over here on the sidelines, and I'm gonna root you on.
Mhm.
But tag you in. No, this is no. And if we did that more often, because women are that we sit back and we come on now, we complain to one to another. Oh, I gotta do this, and we gotta do that, and I gotta do this, and I gotta, and we're tired, but we never take it to the source. We never tag our partners in and say you it.
Dang.
We just complain and do it and call ourselves, oh, she's just tough. Oh, she'll do this, or that's a real woman. Sis, you tired. Tag him in.
Wow.
Tag him in. It's okay. It's okay to say tag you in. I'm tired. Nobody wants to have that conversation right there.
Wow.
Carrie, you okay over there?
Wow. So, I mean, like my other thing. So on the reverse side, so
we
when
back.
We
back.
Yes.
Was it just me that was out?
It was just you.
Okay. I was. Ooh. What? Okay. What I missed? What you
tag you it.
Tag you in. Instead of women being so tired, like we hear about these super women, and if you're not married, there are some men in your life.
Yeah.
Brothers. I was looking at something today. I was looking at one of those videos, those real things. And there was a reel, and a young lady, she was this age, which she was of age, and she was having a baby. She wasn't married, and she was so afraid because she didn't know, what she's gonna do. She didn't have a husband to help her with the baby. But when I say she began to show her tags, the people that she can tag when she was out of there, she had mama, grandpa, daddy, brother, sister, cousin. Find some people, find your village and tag some folks in.
Absolutely.
Society has told you, oh, you can be superwoman and do it all. Oh, I got I'm gonna make sure what about you? Are you okay?
Right.
Yeah. Who's gonna make sure you okay? Is there somebody you can tag and say you it?
Absolutely.
I got grown children. Even I tag them in sometimes. Me and my husband wants to go somewhere last month for a weekend. Look, who gonna keep the 15-year-old?
Okay. I know that's right.
Mama, I got him.
Yeah.
Tag. Find somebody you can tag and say you it because I'm tired.
Yes.
Your cape is worn out and you don't even know it.
Yep. We just keep going. Toe down, broke down. We
and
just keep going.
It's not even necessary. But society has told us it's necessary.
Yeah.
Honey, you better tag somebody.
Mm-hmm.
So I have a question, Karen.
Yes.
So as adults, we talking about kids. We talking about our children, daughters, sons, whatever. Yeah. As adults, when let me make it personal. When a man finds a woman, whether dad was in her life or not, when a man finds a woman, want to date a woman, and she don't have standards, is it my responsibility to try to help, assist, fall? Do I take on that response? I mean, cause the quotations or society is, I'm not a man if I don't do A, B, C, D, E, F, G for you. Like, so what is my responsibility, if I can ask my female family?
Man,
what is my responsibility as a man?
Look, if you come across a woman that don't have standards.
Yes.
And you recognize
according to me, because my standards might be high. So.
Well, okay. Let me ask you something first, though. As a man with standards, though, it's a certain something you looking for, right?
Most definitely.
Is that? I mean, I know when you meet somebody, you don't know much about them. So first, you're looking at the physical.
I do.
And
Guilty.
then when you have conversation or spending time with them, you realize they don't have the standards you're looking for. So you asking, is it your responsibility to give it? I don't think so much. I do feel like that you should, any relationship that you come in contact with, we do have a responsibility as humans. I feel like, I think now how much time you spend with that thing is depending on, I think, the response that you get back. But I just personally think that anybody that we meet, if I got what you need, I should be free to give it. But that don't mean that I'm gonna spend a whole lot of time with you on this. Because if you're not responsive to what I'm giving you, then baby, I'm out. So I'm going, because this is community, baby. What is going on? You don't, and I don't even know how to tell you to do that, because that's just, it's an uncomfortable situation. But I think that we have a responsibility, and depending on what she giving back, you either stay there and cultivate that thing because you're working on something, or nah, this ain't it. She not ready.
I agree with Karen. It's to each their own. If you find someone and they are, let's say you got a checklist, and your checklist has 10 items on it, and they meet 6 of your 10 items, can you deal with the 4 that they don't meet? These are questions you have to ask yourself. Okay. Can I deal with the 4 that they don't meet? Will they ever meet the 4?
That's good.
Do I want to invest the time in the 4? Do I want to sacrifice the 6?
Wow.
Yeah.
It's to each their own. And I say that about just about everything, because I'm pretty sure if Karen and I told our story of our dating, it probably wouldn't look. Only a few factors would look alike,
right?
Because to each their own. You hear society that say marry on your level. If that's what you want to do, that's what you do.
Right.
Yeah.
If you find, I hear stories about people who their spouse was homeless and they were the most incredible person that they have ever met in their life, and they married them, and their spouse wind up going far and beyond where they were when they married them.
Right.
I've heard stories where people got married on the same level and it didn't last, and I've heard where people got married on the same level and they came up together. So it's each, and how much are you willing to invest, and how much are you willing to give up? Mm-hmm. That's the question.
Yeah, because this is the deal. You gonna know.
Yeah.
When I met Ken didn't have no job. If that was one of my things on my list, just say, and we were kids. So,
How old were y'all?
Don't do that.
When I met Ken, I had a job and he didn't have a job.
Wow.
Tables done turned now. I ain't even gotta work if I want to. You know what I'm saying? Tables done turned. But this is the deal. I think if that would have been on my list, I didn't know nothing about no list back then. I was it wasn't right. I ain't have no list.
I ain't saying she'll go there, but she ain't messing with her broke.
What's wrong with him?
You married him.
Yeah,
that's all yours. It's the death do you part. That's all yours.
I'm like, Joker, you didn't even have no job. What is you talking about? dude. I was
Wait a minute, what was you digging in the field? The field in the back with no flowers?
exactly empty pockets. What?
He was barely working when I met him, so she's telling the truth.
Barely. Okay. No, but if that would have been one of my standards, I'm in. Oh Lord, today life is so different. So I wouldn't tell nobody. I wouldn't advise my story for nobody to just go by. But life is different now. But he did not, and that thing just kind of slipped up on me. I ain't have no list. Like I say, I wasn't being intentional about finding a relationship even. I didn't have no guidelines. I don't even, God, y'all, don't take my story and run with it. This was just God. That's all I can say. This was
I'm
just
all in.
God.
I need to hear.
And he made the crooked path straight. That's just what.
But you know what, Karen? Before I said I do, God basically told me your list. Where did you get your list from? Where did you get your list from? This been my list forever in the day.
You about
Lord.
your list?
He talked about my list. I had a list.
Mm.
He said, "Where did you get your list from?" And I was just like, what, Lord? And he said, "These criterias
How dare you?
was based before you came into Christ, before you got saved." So we need to check our list.
Check our list twice
to make sure if it's word based.
Yeah.
So I have a question.
Yes.
So my brother's online, Cal.
Hey y'all.
He usually have a Facebook thing called Grown and Sexy where they just talk. You know what I'm saying? They be free. They be real free. So y'all suggesting that women and men, we do have a list or we don't, whether you in church or not. Should we have a list?
Standards. Well, when I say list,
standards.
I mean standards, but they should be your personal standards, not something that somebody told you that you should have. They should be standards.
Yeah.
If you want to, go ahead, Karen.
No, I say yes. I said today, baby, because stuff is too wide open. Things are too, it's too many gray areas. It's just too much going on in the world for you not to have some type of guideline standard, something. The world has opened up to a black hole almost. So ain't no telling what you're going to get without putting some boundaries somewhere. So
yes.
I say yeah.
Your list helps with those boundaries, your list and your standards. Because lists can change, but standards, if you don't want to be with someone who does not have a career, not just a job, but a career, then you don't have to do that.
I agree.
You don't have to do that. And if you want to change it, it's up to you. But have some kind of structure to it that's realistic. Now, let's talk about this realistic. You say you want to marry a man or a woman that makes 6 figures, but you making 4.
Let's talk about it.
Y'all, we got a special guest here.
He gone. Peace.
He invading our show. He finna go home to his forever family.
Oh,
you going home?
Okay.
You looking at the comments, Shalita?
I ain't saying shit.
Okay, I'm sorry.
My list don't change.
Okay,
Okay, Carl. His list don't change. And that works for him. That works for him. Like I always say, to each their own. If you one of those free, there are some people who are free flowing, don't have a list, and wherever the wind takes them, and that's where they're gonna be. And they just a free butterfly. To each their own. To each, I dare not say that it's a must. Oh, you must. I dare not say that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because there are some men out there they just go If the sister is free flowing, there's a guy out there that's free flowing, and when they meet each other, they're gonna fly in the wind together.
Mhm.
There are some people who have their list and they standard, and this is it. And he has to make this, and she has to make that, and he has to be this, and he has to be that. That when they meet, they gonna make new standards together. One of my standards that was not my foundational thing was he has to be saved and love the Lord. That the rest of it, well, a job too, but he has to be saved and love the Lord, because that will take you anywhere.
That's true.
But that was my list.
Good credit will too. Yeah, but I agree with you.
What you say, Mike?
I said good credit will too. But anyway, keep talking, doctor. I need some good credit.
Good credit will too, but if you don't have the wisdom to do nothing with that good credit, if you don't have understanding to do nothing with that good credit, then it's you just got good credit and don't know why or how.
You right.
It's so true.
No
It's so
cap, no
true.
cap and
How did you get that good credit? Did you get that good credit because you took from some? Honey, don't get the counselor going there.
Salvation.
I want to go. I'll take you deep. But okay, let's talk about that. How did you maintain this good credit? Well, I ain't never did this and I ain't never did that. I haven't did this and that haven't did that. Well, where do you live? Well, I still live with my mama.
It's complicated. It's complicated.
It's complicated. Now, you live with your mama, your mom live with you, or y'all live together? Because I can understand y'all living together because it's cheaper to live together. We both single women out here. Let's just live together. You my roommate, I'm your roommate. But if you live in there because you can't keep a job, your credit is good, but you haven't been able to maintain a job for a year.
It's complicated.
You toe up. You on the do not mess with list. If you there because you can't keep no job.
You have to get yourself together. First of all, before we do a list or anything, we need to fall in love with us. I need to be in love with me. I need to know why I don't like spaghetti sauce mixed in with my spaghetti. I need to know why I like the color blue. Right. I need to know why I like to go to IHOP at 3:00 in the morning by myself. I need to know why I don't like being alone. I need to know why I wake up some mornings sad and I don't know why. I need to know why I am the way I am before I can give myself to somebody else. True. That should be on the top of our list. Knowing thyself.
It should. It should. I got a question. Cal said his list don't change. Should your list change? Because I'm thinking you change. Why would your list still be the same as when you was in your 20s and now you in your 40s? If you growing, your list, there's some foundational things that probably shouldn't change. Like, he or she gotta have a job, because if you don't work, we can't eat. And I like to eat. So that I understand. Yeah. But as we grow, things change. We want different things. I'm pretty sure your 20-year-old self and your 40-year-old self, they want two
totally different
things. I
need to take a nap now. That 20-year-old,
20-year-old want y'all to take no nap. I'll take me a nap next Wednesday. Yes. 40-year-old like, I'm gonna see y'all by 8:30. I'm gonna have to go on and wind down and see y'all later. Come on. Me and Kim be in the bed at 8:00, baby. If we can, 8:00. Let's go. Let's call it a night. Yes. Ooh, good stuff. So as we grow, I believe, this is me, I believe that our list, just like when even in a marriage, even in a marriage, like we change, individuals change in a marriage. Right. Baby King kept telling me, girl, you're not the same person. I said, well, no. Boy, I'm 40 now. What you think this is? What do you think I'm still that little girl?
He was tripping out because he was like, "You what?" He probably didn't even like me no more. He was probably like, "I don't even like this person right here." But he was like, "You can't keep shifting like this." I'm like, you supposed to shift too, bro. What's
Did, do,
Everything created,
on here?
everything that was created that should grow. Everything.
Yeah.
It should change, evolve, and grow. And that's what we do. Having a life, human life is a perfect example of change and growth. We should all. You wouldn't expect your 2-year-old to do what your 2-month-old do.
Facts.
Nah, it'll be a problem.
Yeah, baby, a real problem.
One of the things that I've even suggested to another man when I was married, you know, I was married for several years, and one of the things I suggested young man that was engaged, I said, never lose yourself, because they fell in love with that person. So if I go back to when I was married, I played basketball. Like, I was a basketball fanatic. I played when I woke up. I played at night. I went to work. I got off of work. I played basketball. We did midnight basketball. On Saturday, we played basketball. I would hoop like my day, my night away. And so I'm trying to, you know, I'm young, so I got a lot of energy. So go home. I'm a bunny rabbit, and then I'm out the door. I need to go play basketball. So I'm going. And so I believe it was my dad, like, son, you got to spend time with your wife. And so she complaining that I'm not spending time. So now I'm staying home. Why you don't talk like you used to? Then I got into video games. Then I became a video game fanatic.
Wow.
I had to find something. I felt like I needed an outlet. And so I started playing video games. But then it was the exact same thing. It was that same cycle. I'm not spending time. And so anyway, long story short, my suggestion to every man is to never lose yourself, because they fell in love with that person. They fell in love with that outgoing person. They fell in love with that laughing person. And when it's not to say you can't play basketball no more, but it slowly adjusts.
Yeah.
So it's
Fine balance.
just keep on because you married now. So it's not stop playing basketball, but find some time.
Just don't play midnight basketball.
Hey, that was some of the best pickup games.
That's gonna be or
communicate that I want to go. This is my basketball schedule. Do you have anything you want to do in the
Yeah. Well, anyway.
At midnight.
Yeah.
So you remember? I was at Lighthouse. We used to leave Lighthouse on Friday night. Meet up with Dex Neal. We would go to a gym.
Like, dude, we not doing this.
Yes, we did. It was married guys. It was a bunch of married guys in there and a bunch of single guys. And we would play basketball until couldn't play no more. And then get up that Saturday. It was still Saturday. Get up and then go hoop again later on that afternoon.
Wow.
You know, eat a couple bowls of cereal. You know, kiss her, make sure she good, or make sure we good, and then go play basketball.
Gotcha.
Hey.
But that's true, though. It's not a good practice to lose you, because when you're not happy, it's not gonna work. It's just in marriage, it's not gonna work. And I think what you were saying, Mike, was that you kept trying to find something for yourself, something that you enjoyed outside of the union or whatever. And I think that's so important. And we shouldn't have to give all of our time
right,
into just the marriage, and you don't have anything for yourself. I think it's so important. In my life, I've done that. I've given my whole self to these kids, given my whole self to this man, and it was like when I turned 40, my whole life shifted. And light bulbs started coming on, and I started having thoughts like, who are you? What do you like? And I was blank. It was like nothingness. And I had to figure out, I'm still figuring it out. To be honest, I'm gonna be 46. I'm still figuring it out and giving myself the space
And the
to
grace.
figure it out and not feeling guilty because I'm figuring me out and giving myself time and figuring out what it is that I enjoy out of life. Because I lost myself for years. We've been married about to be 25 years. And I'm gonna say,
Congratulations.
for the first 15 or 20, I was all about him and all about them kids, which, okay, but I think I would have been better off if and I think, we don't talk about this. We don't talk about it's okay for you to do you sometimes. It's okay for you to have balance in your life. That's what it is. Balance all the way around. There should be balance, and it's okay. You don't have to eat, breathe, and sleep your husband.
Nope.
Eat, breathe, and sleep those kids. And
Nope.
I think society got that piece, but it's top heavy. Now everything is all about doing me.
Yeah.
It's all about a selfie. It's all about how cute I am. It's too much. We putting too much on it now. We need to still find balance in all of that. And I'm still trying to figure out balance because it's so easy for you to feel guilty for that, for you when you've done it wrong for so long. It's a trip to try to flip it, so it's important.
I think it's easy for that, whether you're boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, or whatever, when those people do start changing, because now I just need to be this one person. I think it's easy for you to not fall out of love, but not be that same interest, because I fell in love with this person. And so this is attractive to me.
Mm-hmm.
This is what I love. And when I don't see that, it's not that I don't love you no more, but what attracted me to you, I don't see that no more. And so now I'm looking at you and I still love you, but now I'm gonna just go ahead and look at Netflix because you used to intrigue me because you was always on the go. And that just, I really love that.
Yeah.
And so just don't lose yourself, not just for you, but for your partner too.
Yeah.
True.
It's
So
true.
true. So true. But we also have to watch it as couples. We have to watch it because when there's a shift that come into the relationship, when there's a shift that come into one of the individuals in the relationship, we have to learn how to shift with the shift. And I think we have an issue with doing that right there because, like I told y'all, it was like a super eye-opener for my husband when I started shifting. And it almost made me feel like, oh, I'm doing something I ain't got no business. And it's like, no, this is natural. This is the way it's supposed to be. But ain't nobody talking about it. You don't see it. You just, and all I'm hearing him do is complain about it. So I'm like, dang, let me go back in my little bubble and let me figure this out. But no, we have to learn how to shift with the shift. Yeah. The same woman you married, it's still me, but now we gotta shift this thing. We gonna have to figure it out now that there has been a shift in the relationship. So yeah,
true.
Yeah.
All the above. I hear it in sessions all the time. Well, I grew them, or they did, so I just did. No, you grow together, and when you see that your partner is having difficult with growing, you introduce what's been introduced to you. Go find, go find yourself.
Yeah.
Go find what makes give you your inner peace, because that's what it is. As an individual, we were all created uniquely. We have each individual has an inner peace that belongs to them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Find your inner peace. When you find your inner peace, it makes you a better wife. It makes you a better
Come
mother.
on.
It makes you a better friend. It makes you a better ministry. It makes you a better co-worker. It makes you a better person when you find your inner peace. That's what the world really don't want you to do. They don't want you to find that inner peace that was given to you when you
Yeah.
were created in your mama's womb, when your mama and your daddy came together. It's an inner
Come on.
peace.
That's good.
And finding that, and it grows with you. That peace grows with you. And sometimes that peace, you can get that peace from being what took 15 minutes of just sitting alone is now 30 minutes or an hour of just sitting alone or doing whatever thing that makes you happy. You know what? I'm peaceful when I go get my hair done. It makes me feel this way. Or I'm peaceful when I can just go on a long drive or talk to this person or whatever the thing is that gives you peace, whether it's just sitting alone. Me, I just like sitting by myself. I'm not one of them people that mind being alone. The pandemic did not bother me not one bit. It did not. I was not stir crazy. I was not none of that. I was good. I was good because I don't mind being alone.
Yeah.
That's what a lot of people don't like, being alone.
Right.
They don't find the peace of being alone because the voices in their head is contrary to peace. I need to be doing this. I need to be doing it. I need to be doing this. I should have been doing this. I should have did that. I should have did. No, you didn't do it.
Exactly.
I can't do this. I can't do it. Find that peace. And when you find that peace, it grows with you.
Absolutely.
It's complicated, Shalita.
You know what? Apparently it is.
It's complicated, sister.
But you know what? They can always come sit in my chair. That's one thing I do. I help them find the inner peace.
Plug.
Straight up.
Just come sit in my chair. We're gonna find that inner peace. We're gonna go on a journey and we're gonna find that inner peace together.
Absolutely.
So how can we reach you, Shalita, Dr. Shalita Roberts?
You can reach me at www.masterpiececnc.com.
I'm just saying.
I will be launching. I'm officially launching next Monday. Yes, but it's Masterpiece, PEACE, not PIECE.
All right.
You make an appointment online.
I think we got 3 viewers. I think we should have got some hearts on that one. But anyway, God bless.
Right.
I hearted myself.
Oh my goodness.
It's complicated, man. It's complicated.
Yeah.
Complicated. So, Mike, tell me this: are you single?
It's complicated.
It's complicated. Okay. As a complicated man, that's where we're gonna leave that.
Okay. Well, I
How
can't
do
do that.
you know? We was talking about gold diggers. I don't know. They call them something else now. But how do you know when they not there for no good reason? They not trying to do it. What's some signs that you have saw that you just be like, nah, she not it. She not it. She ain't just got to be no gold digger, but whatever. It's just she ain't it. How do you know?
So females like that, and this is only one person's opinion, mine, that I'm entitled to.
Yes.
Sometimes you just get that vibe from females that just, I know what you're here for. So you just get a vibe from them immediately. So you ain't paid for a meal or nothing. You just get a vibe. And then let's say you take them to Ruth Chris. Let's say you take them to Perry Steakhouse. Let's say you take them to just whatever seafood restaurant, and it's the ore that I get from. You don't have to know. You don't have to know what steak, what wine go with a steak if you into wine. You don't have to know how to pronounce any French dishes. But when I can sit and tell that you eating something that you've never ate before, you only here because of the meal. You only when, cause if I'm taking you out, it don't matter if, for me, this is just my opinion. If I'm taking you out, I'm gonna take you to a restaurant I feel like, cause I'm the man. I'm gonna take you to a restaurant I feel like I want us to enjoy together.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get in the car and say, let's go to Papa Do's though.
Oh,
We're not doing Papa Do's. Like Papa Do's is a 4-star meal. I was trying to take you to a 5-star meal. So you want me to take you to a 4-star meal? I can take you to a 4-star meal.
wow.
I love Papa Do's. I go to Papa Do's a couple times a week. So I'm not going to Papa Do's for no date. So that's me.
Yeah.
But like, you just start getting these vibes, and it's like, and this is probably TMI. They be trying to throw that at you because they know you can pay for something, and it's like, boo boo.
Wow.
If I can get that just based off of dinner,
Right.
then I know the drummer got it. I know the
Got it.
organist got it. I
Oh,
know
wow.
my coworker got it too. You got
Yeah.
that community.
I
Yeah.
got a question. Why do it's a 2-part question. The first I'm gonna give it 1 part. Why do some men, I'm not gonna say men in general, I try not to generalize. Why do some men ignore the warning signs?
I'm guilty. I'm definitely guilty because according to how she looked, I'm I'm
That's
guilty.
what I was gonna say, that bow tie.
I'm guilty. I've seen it and ignored it and just kept on like acting like I was so interested in something that's gonna be like a couple months later. And in my head, I was only there for one reason too.
Wow.
I just had to pay for it. I had to take it to Papa Do's. I had to pay for it before I can. So I'm being 100 with you.
Yeah, I asked. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I purposely ignore it, you know.
Dang.
The
So
second part.
you already be knowing. You see it. Like, you recognize the signs, and you still just like, nah, I'm finna get this.
Guilty. That ain't all the time though. That ain't.
I get no.
That's-
I
yeah.
get it. We just saying.
Yeah.
That was a younger you. Oh, not even. It's complicated. It's complicated.
It's complicated.
It's complicated.
It's called what you consider younger. Yeah.
It's complicated. We're gonna leave that one right there. It's complicated.
Dang. What's your second part? What's your other
My
question?
second part
I got
is
one too. Mike, we turn you up tonight.
Hey,
You shouldn't have been on here tonight, bro. We
ain't
getting
no
all
brother,
that.
ain't no men on here to like help a brother out or nothing.
I don't think so.
My brother done got out of this sucker.
I think Cal left you. He left
He
you.
gone. He deuces. He in trouble right now, probably. Anyway.
Right?
my second part is that the reason? Is that one of the reasons why when men get wealthy, they either go the gold digging way and they leave the loyal and faithful and wind up with someone who, I mean, you can just like they are gold digging is coming out their skin. Like I'm not a judge of nobody, but it's like, oh, something ain't right with that sister. You know, is that the reason why some wealthy men trade in the package? Can I say that?
Yeah. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to ask for permission for what I want to say. It's only my opinion. Only my opinion. And I've been guilty too, maybe once or twice.
3, 4.
It's complicated.
It's complicated. But like, so I think we all get settled when we in a relationship with somebody or just your boo or the one person that you're dating. I think at some point we get settled. And so when you see something else, whether it is a gold digger, let's say it is, because a gold digger or a chick that's trying to get something, they gonna show you way more interest. They gonna they gonna show more energy than the one that's there. Cause the one that's there don't have to show no energy. She's there.
She
The
got
one
you.
that's already there don't have to come out. They don't have to do nothing else because she's there. She got the man. She's going home with the man. That's mine. I'm going home with him anyway. But that one over there is doing stuff that's intriguing, that's provocative, that's like piquing everything, and it makes you want to go there. And I understand grass is not green on the other side. Yeah, but when you are thinking,
He trying to choose his words.
Karen.
Okay.
Say,
Look, Mike, I'm over here like, help him, Lord. I don't went into full-blown intercession for you, brother. Why you
It's complicated. It's complicated. When you thinking with your complication,
that part.
okay. When you thinking with your complication,
When
then things get complicated.
I'm praying for you, brother.
Did that help you out a little bit? Did that help you out a little bit, right? When you thinking with your complicated, things get complicated.
Oh, it gets complicated.
He was trying to look.
He
was trying. Bless his heart. He done went into full blown sign.
That is not sound like.
We got you, bro. We got you.
We understand. We understand.
Oh, y'all got it now.
We
that
got
is
you.
funny. That is so funny.
He was struggling. He was struggling. He was
I
struggling.
just had to cut it.
With the Bridget PG.
Thank y'all. Thank you. God bless you.
Get it out. Bless his heart. Hey, everybody. Thank y'all for being here. Jesus. The conversation has shifted, Lord.
Sorry, Sister Sneed. You came in on the last end of that conversation. Sorry, Sister Sneed, and Sister Ivory just popped in. We sorry, y'all just came in on the last part of the conversation that's over. Did I answer part two? Did I answer?
You answered part two very well. Thank you. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
I hope the audience got it. I hope y'all was following out.
I was trying to get him to hit right there.
Man.
If y'all missed it, I'm trying to tell you what I said.
Dang, man, that's messed up. You was trying to. Okay, let me leave that alone because I can just fall on this. Okay, so listen. Let me ask you this, man. That was so hilarious. I love it. I love to hear from men. I love to hear a man's perspective. Because the world, man, they want to shut y'all down. They want to just box you into this. I absolutely love this right here because we need it. Not we, because I got my man. But women out here need this.
Ashley Kenyatta, we know you got the man.
Leave my husband alone, bro. Leave him alone. Okay, we working on
that. Shift up, baby. She shifted on you, right? Look,
dang, man. Okay, so question. From a man's perspective, because as women, we look at each other all day and size each other up. We look at what each other got on and we saying, oh, she wanted them or she, whatever. So I want to know from a man's perspective, what is the difference from your perspective? Okay. What is the difference between classy and trashy? As far as our outward appearance, as far as what we wear, what's in right now is skin. That's what's in right now. Okay. Right. So from your perspective, what is the difference, or where is that thin line that we cross when we are no longer classy and being a lady and we've shifted to something else? Where is that for you specifically?
The times that I've differentiated, how you say the word, the difference is because of the place I was at. So if I'm at a restaurant, Hibachi Grill, let's just say, people have on slacks, suit jacket, women have on, and I see someone dressed different, And then for me, that would look trashy. But that's the exact same trashy that I would accept if we was at the spot. Because that don't look trashy when we at the spot. Because I want you.
Subjective. It's subjective.
Yeah. I mean, you wearing the right stuff when we going over here. I want you.
Okay.
I want the thing to be out when we over here. But when we go over here, nah, not if you roll with me.
I love it.
I don't need it hanging at the bottom. I need you to put it together.
Cover it. Pick it up.
Bring that thing in.
Okay, so is it a difference though? Was it a difference when you were married?
Well, you remember
With your wife. With your
Right.
wife. Did you expect for your wife to
you want me because this was your friend. I can be
trying to,
100%
what was
honest.
them signs you was doing? You know what I'm saying. Did you okay? Like when we do date nights and stuff, I'm gonna put on something cute, super cute. I want to be super, super cute for whatever reason, because I want to be cute for my man. I want my man looking at me. So when you were married, did you like it for your wife to do that kind of stuff, or just keep it church? Or
care.
Oh yeah,
You gotta,
cover it up, suck it up. What from your perspective?
well, if I'm 1000% honest, when I was married, she was one of those. She didn't wear blue jeans. It was her conviction. She didn't wear blue jeans. Her skirts had to touch her ankles. They were always loose, and so I saw what I saw in the room. It's like bring it in. You got some of it. Let's go out. And so the few 1 or 2 times that I can count on my hand that we did go out, she would wear those clothes. And so what I did start buying clothes. So, the money was not long. So I did have to go to City Trends, and try to get something on the clearance rack, you dig? And so I was trying to find something because you know my history. So I was trying to find something to make my head turn back home. And so not that I was trying to make her look like this, but it's like, man, you fine though.
Yeah.
Like when you go here, like let that thing show.
Wow.
But that just wasn't her though. It was absolutely not her.
Wow.
Oh, that's another
But
conversation.
anyway, yeah.
How much are we willing to?
See there, you done took us back.
You already know where it was coming. How much in our marriages are we willing to compromise to please our spouse? And people, compromise is not a bad word. Oh, goodness.
Oh, my goodness.
Compromise. No, it's not a bad word. Compromise. We should be friendly with the word compromise.
Right.
Come on, it's not a bad word. Oh, that C word. Oh, my God. But no, how much are we willing to compromise to maintain the peace?
Yeah.
Because we have peace, but there's a relationship, so there should be a level of peace there too.
Yeah.
To maintain that peace. How much?
Right. So I just said that, Karen, just because I was dealing with some stuff, Miss Shalita. I was dealing with some demons. Let me just say some demons. And so like I wanted to see something at home.
Yeah.
Outside the home. I was trying to see something. So I was trying to create and it's absolutely wrong now that I know. I should have been at the altar instead of trying to create something at the house. Got it. But I was trying to see something at the house that I couldn't see. And
man,
I got the same thing. And it was like,
man.
And I still ask the question, how much are we willing to compromise? Because I'm gonna go here. The bedroom is undefiled. There are some things my husband say, no, you can't wear that there, but you can wear that there. He has bought dresses for me that I didn't think. I was just like, but when I put it on, I was just like, oh,
Yeah.
okay, you did that. He's picked out a couple of outfits that I was just like,
Okay, risky.
when I put it on, I was just like, okay, girl,
Yeah.
I will holler at you.
Yes,
And he
auntie.
swooped up and hollered at me.
Come on.
But it's like, okay, this is what he likes. It's just like me when I asked him about his beard. Can you shave it down a little bit? What's the difference out of me asking him to shave his beard down a little bit or letting it grow out in the uncomfortable? I know it's so uncomfortable when you let it grow out. What is the difference? What is the difference of him saying, I really don't want you to cut your hair. Can you just keep it long? To me saying, there's no difference.
There's no difference.
There's no difference.
I don't think it's any difference. I think that we have a responsibility. It's a responsibility, ladies.
Wow.
We have a responsibility to each other, though. It ain't just one-sided, on both sides.
Yes.
There is a responsibility to to
please one another.
Whatever that means.
Yes.
Whatever. I'm trying to learn how to twerk.
Yeah.
Isn't it a twerkologist?
She's still trying to learn. Somebody please help my sister.
I want to take some
Please help my sister. She's still trying to learn.
Listen.
Say, I'm putting $20 in the offering tonight for twerk classes. Somebody, please assist us.
She said, look, y'all got Tahoe. Y'all got Pilates. Can we get a twerk class? But you know what? That probably is one.
It is several. Y'all.
It's like somebody been on Google.
I need a one-on-one. That's what I'm going to say. I need a one-on-one class. A twerk class. I ain't playing because, listen, y'all, this is what I know is real. Ken and I, we don't have no secrets. We don't hide stuff. I'm in his phone. I got his Facebook account on my phone. So I go on his Facebook sometimes because, we doing ministry stuff or whatever. Straight up, I promise. Every time I click on this man's timeline, Ken got so many friends. So many people know this man. But I go down this man's timeline, all up in the storyline with the different, nothing but tail, nothing but, look at this dirty old man right here, nothing but explicits all the way, everywhere.
I didn't see nothing
and I'm
to
not
him.
saying that, my husband is all into that, but he's a man. He got eyes. He's scrolling down Facebook like I am. Yeah. It ain't nothing but stuff. So we never, and and I know that he is responsible with what he look at, but it's out here, period. It's just out here. So listen, if you're not willing to do it, Mike, you said something earlier when you said you was dealing with stuff. And the truth of the matter is, whether we want to act like we on our knees 24 hours a day and we up in the clouds with Jesus and the angels, or we whether we want to put on a show and act like this is our reality, we lying. We straight up lying. All of us got situations that we are battling. We all got them, regardless of who you are and where you sit, right? So I never want to leave room. And I have been on the other side of this thought. I felt like, oh, you just this or you just that. You shouldn't be doing. No, fool. This is why the divorce rate is the highest. I ain't checked the statistics lately, but in the church, church is always ruling in divorce. Why?
Because ain't nobody twerking, ain't nobody trying to figure out how to twerk.
Got to live a lie.
Ain't nobody trying to spread them. We not trying to do the extra. We feeling like they gonna be there forever because we saved. We are human beings. I told that man of mine, I said, look, sir, you've been walking around here with this no hair on your face situation all the while I've been knowing you. I'm looking and seeing men out here with beards. And when I looked and I saw men out here, this is natural. This is just me being a woman and seeing men out in the world. I ain't lusting at them. I'm just using these two big ones that the good Lord put in my face. And they just happen to see men out here with beards on their face. Not you, Mike. I don't even look at you like that. Don't even.
And there ain't nobody looking at you either. Just keep talking about
That's my bro.
Boo face king out. You just keep talking.
I see men out here with these beards, and I'm like, dang, that is so cute. I told Ken, I said, babe, I would absolutely love it if you would grow that out a little bit. Let's just see. And he'd be like, babe, it's not going to grow, babe. It's not going to grow. But do you know what I looked around and saw? Baby, he heard me. He heard me. He done started growing that little thing on there. I'm like, come on, boy. Come on here. Amazing. Super cute. Super cute. He my man though. And he heard what I said. I didn't have to say, oh, I've been seeing men with beards. They super sexy and they this and that. No, I want to see the super sexy on you, my brother. I want it from you. Do you hear me? This is what we don't discuss. Mm-hmm. We act like we got to be up in the clouds and speaking in tongues 24 hours a day. That ain't, I'm grateful for it. We do it. Do you hear me? But like you said, there's a time and a place for these things and the bedroom and the relationship. We should be pleasing one another naturally, physically, and all of that. If there's something out of place that your man is saying, babe, I need this. Ken ain't technically said, babe, I want to see you twerk, but I know my man. I know my man, you know? I'm finna get in me a twerk class. I'm gonna figure this out. I'm just saying. I'm gonna figure this out. Okay, we going. We doing it. That's just what it is.
Donate. Go ahead and donate right now.
I'm here.
Mike, go on and do the screen thing. Go on and do the screen thing.
Go on and donate right now. Tap on the button. Tap on the hearts right now. We gonna
Where
do
the hearts at? Where the hearts at?
Where the hearts at? Where the hearts
at? Are there any twerkologists in the comments? So
where the hearts at?
I'm serious. I'm gonna find me a one-on-one. We gonna figure this thing out. Cause I'm a little embarrassed to do it in the group, okay? But
you only got 2 hearts. That's
ain't nobody else there. It's okay. It's okay.
It's all right.
I'm going. I don't care what they have to say. But yeah. I'm just saying it's our responsibility. That's all I'm saying.
It really is.
Make each other happy. Be pleasing to the eye to one another.
They're serious.
Because they see the good, the bad, and the ugly. They see it all.
They see it all. I know I asked my husband. He always.
Guess what? The outside women, they only see the cute and the sexy of them. Man, come on here.
Baby.
We better get it together.
They don't even realize.
It's like a snore, farting in sleep, belly hang out, his shirt not tucked, his shirt tucked in outside, but at the half, that belly done hung out at the bottom. Walking around.
Got that fupa hanging. Yeah.
Old raggedy t-shirt and drawers.
I'm telling you, we got
this is my favorite shirt.
You got one too?
Get off of me, Shalita.
That's a piece of linen.
Get off of me, Shalita. Get off of me, Shalita. Forget you, Shalita. Mind your business. Just mind your business.
My favorite shirt.
Mind your business.
Oh my goodness. But listen, we do too. Do I be like, look, I'm putting these flannels on. I don't even say nothing no more. He already be knowing. The flannels, baby.
And the wool socks. The wool fuzzy socks. I'm telling you,
I know you want this. It's like, no, we don't. No.
I'm telling you, it's good. It is good.
man,
It is good.
Karen, I got so many. When I have to change the sheets, it be so many socks at the end of the bed because I done knocked them off.
No.
So bad.
Oh.
It's so bad.
Yes.
I'll be like, oh, whatever. We just get up and just be like, whatever.
Yeah. This is what it is.
It's complicated.
It's complicated.
That's what I tell them. This is what you're gonna get today.
It is.
Yeah.
This was good, y'all.
Yep.
It's been absolutely amazing. We laughed till we couldn't laugh no more. We really did. This has been really, really good. So we're gonna sum this thing up. I want us to go around. We need to, y'all know, we always say at this show that we're not gonna just have a conversation without giving a solution. We have talked about singleness tonight. We talked about, we talked about rules to dating. Did we touch on that?
We kind of touched on it a little bit when Mike was.
A little bit. We told you up tonight, Mike. You gave all the tea, baby.
I better get some love next time, y'all, because y'all attacked me, boy.
Yes.
Woo!
That was good.
We want the wisdom that you have. Can please share your wisdom with us?
The women need it, man. We need it. We need it for sure. The singles need it. What we did not touch on much was creating rules for your marriage. Creating rules for your marriage. We didn't talk a whole lot about that, but we touched on a little bit of all of it, I think.
Yeah.
And Mike talked about the gold digger situation, or the one that ain't it. So we touched a little bit on all of it. So I wanted us to go around and just kind of give you a synopsis on wherever you are in life, though. Because if you're single, then you touch on the singleness, and then just what you feel about. It's complicated in marriage. It's complicated being single. What's your last word? Who want to go first?
I go.
Mike, you going?
I'm definitely not following Dr. Shalita. She gonna say some vocabulary words I can't even pronounce.
Yeah, anyway. We don't know. Be like, what? Okay.
Yeah. The synopsis says I went to Eastfield Community College. I'm sorry. I don't know.
I went to see the Valley. What? Yes. Right.
But the difference is, Mike, she kept going and going. She just
I was out of it. My daddy said, you got to pay for yourself. No. I'm out of there, Daddy. Superintendent clerk. I'll be playing the drums at the church. I'm not doing school. Bye.
Right?
It's a done deal.
So my synopsis of the whole show, I was my advice or suggestion, because I talked more about my daughter, but I didn't touch on my son. So it will be for your children in general. And so it's to regurgitate those same words. It's my seed, my responsibility. So if any man is listening, take that to heart, because God has given man, all men have seed. And if it's your seed, it is your responsibility. And so when you give that seed to a woman, preferably your wife, when you give that seed to a woman, she is to incubate. And so it's natural for her to take care and to nurture and all of those things. But God never went back into the word and said, woman, it is your responsibility to take care of this seed. He never went back and said that. So men from young men to our age, to my age, make sure that seed. So if you haven't talked to your child in a while, go ahead and text them. Even if it's y'all haven't talked in a long time, just shoot a text and say, man, I'm thinking about you. hit them through Messenger, hit them through IG or whatever, and try to build that, because I really believe if we can get those relationships better, forget the government and whatever, we can actually change the world if we can kind of redeem some of those lost relationships, and then we won't have to be worried about a lot of the stuff that we see in society and a lot of things like that. So it's your seed and it's your responsibility until God calls you home. It'll forever be your seed.
I love it. Man, you need to write a book about that. I'm just going to go on and put it out there. You need to write a book about that, Mike, and just the revelation that God gave you on that. That is like, oh, that hit me hard tonight.
Yes.
And I've seen you post that. I've seen you, but you explaining that, that is like, dude, I ain't no dude. But that done, I'm like, okay, that is amazing. You coming on the show, dude, Men's Monday, because you got to put that out there. That is an amazing conversation right there. That and gather the men and help them understand it's not nobody else's responsibility. Just to shift some minds in that area. And what happens when they try to shift the responsibility to the woman, to the baby mama, or they want to, girl, sir, I could just go so deep into this. So they want to, she won't do this or she not letting me do this. No, it is your responsibility. Woo!
Period.
Boy, you take us to church.
Just put a period right there.
Come on, there's no comma.
That right there is it's so much in that, and I think men, I'm calling it. You coming on the show? We're gonna figure that out. Yeah. Sis, come on here, doctor.
Y'all. My conclusion would be to just find yourself. Find out who you are. When you find out who you are, you can set your standards. You can make your list. You can write your own rules in your marriage, in your relationships, and your expectations. But finding oneself is the most important thing that's the greatest relationship you could ever have with anyone on this earth, is a relationship with yourself. It's okay to have a relationship with yourself. It's okay to find out who you are before you commit to anyone. And if you are committed to someone, take the time now to discover who you are. Discover yourself. Discover what you like and what you don't like. Discover what makes you laugh and what makes you cry. Discover the quest that beats in you, the thing that makes your heart just excited or sad or whatever the case may be. Find yourself and fall in love with him or her like you have never fell in love before.
So good.
And write your own rules.
So good. Oh, so good, so good. I'm sitting over here trying to think because I'm stuck on Mike's situation. This man, I'm stuck right there. But I would say to shift with the shift. Ooh. In marriage, when you change, we gotta change. Yes. When a shift hits the relationship, shift with the shift. And since you said something about finding yourself, and we didn't go into this tonight, and I didn't go into our testimony, but I talked about it a little bit because I didn't get to do that. I came right out of my mama house straight into the house with my husband, and kids started coming in, all of this. But that is so important to find who you are. If you are single, this is your time of preparation, baby. Know who you are, know what you like, know what you want. It's nothing wrong with it. And if you find yourself in marriage and you did not get to do it, you got breath running through you, it's no better day than today. Yes. To start figuring it out, because it was never meant for us to lose who we are, because we come into oneness with our partner. You still have an identity.
Yeah.
You still have individuality.
Yeah.
But you won. That's how great and amazing God is. You can still be an individual, but you won with this other person. Ain't that like mind blowing? That is who we serve. But shift with the shift. Shift with the shift in your marriage. Shift with the shift. When you go to changing, it's time to come and have a conversation. Something done changed. We gotta figure this new place out. Don't not have the conversation. Have the conversation with your mate so that they'll know, okay, this is the new her coming onto the scene. This just the new her. And he will give space. He'll give space for you figuring it out. And it won't cause problems in your relationship because there has just simply been a shift. That's it.
Yeah.
So that's my little 2 cents on that right there. This show was the bomb. It was the bomb.
Again.
It was the bomb. I absolutely enjoyed it. I pray that y'all have enjoyed the show tonight. We will be back soon. I can't put no date on it right now because the holidays are coming up. Yeah, it's complicated. The holidays are coming up. It's dates that ain't there. So, yeah, we're going to figure it out. But guess what is coming up? We are going to do a show where we cook it. Mike is going to lead out this show. We going to eat. We going to eat. So we are looking forward to that. That is what we are planning. We just got to figure out a date and time. And we will let you guys know when that will be. Y'all have an amazing weekend. It's Friday. Yes, it's Friday. It's Friday. We look forward to Fridays. And guess what? We made it another week. We here. We didn't think we was going to make it. We thought, it was so much going on. We didn't think we was going to make it, but we did. We made it here by the grace of God, and it's Friday, and we get to reset and get ready for next week. But enjoy these 2 days. Why in the world we got to work 5 days and we only get 2?
Somebody explain it to me. Shalita not in that group, but somebody explain it.
It ain't right.
Be quiet, Shalita. We don't even want to hear what you got to say.
Who did that?
Shalita jumped off the boat. Shalita.
Yeah, I don't even know what that was about, but
we
we're going to deal with what we got.
We still chained down, and Shalita done jumped off the boat and swam ashore. We still on master boat.
I worked hard to jump off that boat.
She kept going to school, man.
I worked
want to keep going to school.
hard to be able to jump off that boat. I put in the work. And it was not easy.
We was too busy thinking we was grown. We was trying to do our own thing, okay?
You right.
So leave that woman alone. Leave her alone.
Whatever, Shalita. Whatever.
Do your thing. I ain't mad at you. Okay, y'all. I'm just saying, who did the math on that? That's all wrong, but okay.
5 days.
We got 2 days to reset. You better do what you need to do in these 2 days because that's all you get. Monday gonna be here in a minute, okay? So we will see you guys soon. Mike, you retarded. We'll see y'all soon. We will keep you updated on when the next show will be. And yeah, thank you for hanging out with us. Hey, replay viewer. We'll see you soon. Love y'all. Bye.
Bye.
See y'all.